did. Oh, good meeting, Charlie Brown.
There we go. Good morning, fellow sunrisers. Welcome to our meeting December 13th, 2017. We are almost at the halfway point. This will be my last meeting of this year. Starting in January, you'll only have to put up with me for another 6 months. So, and by the way, our program today is the Annual Choir, and we're not sure. Sometimes they have wanted to sing first when you get back to class.
We're sure they want to sing at 8 o'clock. They're
singing at 8 o'clock. Okay, we're good. We're good to go then. Okay. Pledge. Terry Kelly.
Terry Kelly.
Start with I. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Talk for the day. Elaine. Debbie's got it.
Prayer.
Today is bloom where you're planted.
And my thought is, wealth isn't how much money you have. Wealth is what you're left with if you lose all your money. Joe.
Hey, Bill, what do you think? Here we go, huh?
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
How about Sweet Home Alabama? How about Sweet Home Alabama? That Ruby doesn't say anything all year long. Reverb. All right, Reverb. Hi, Rod. How are you this morning? Looking fine this morning. How about a little we wish you a Merry Christmas? All right. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you go. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right. Hey, sit down. Greet somebody. Say hello to your neighbor.
Give my money to her.
Oh my gosh. And then we don't have to score as much.
I'd like to thank this morning's greeters, Barbara Vogelsang, and we would thank Lucas and Hale for the showed up. But we didn't bother today. We had a feeling. I think that's double points.
On time?
Isn't that a little bit of competition going on here about
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you for the mic team. Michael Cook. He's on it. And Debbie Klein. Thank you.
Okay, let me.
Do we have any visiting Rotarians this week?
We do not. President Bill.
No.
Okay. All right. How about guests?
Yeah, but when
Let me know what time and I'll
Well, we
they
have
open it.
Kimberly Carr. She's really involved with the chili cook-off. She'll say a few things later.
All right. Thank you, Kimberly. Welcome. Anyone else? Andrea. What do you have for us? I didn't have any new pictures, so I found this cool picture of Italy, a map of Italy with your colors. How about that?
I actually did a lot last weekend. I went golfing on Saturday. I went playing tennis on Sunday. I went to dinner twice. And yeah. I played soccer, so. Do you?
A sports weekend. Good. Bill Flutius. Would you come up here, Flutius?
Italy didn't make it into college.
And Helene, would you join? Oh, yeah.
Good morning. Today we have Bill, who has finally checked everything off his Christmas list. He's been to a committee meeting, he's been to a board meeting, some really interesting committee meetings, huh? Right? He has made up of the Rotary Club Sebastopol, so he has fulfilled all of those wonderful things that he needs to do in order to be, I can't say a real Rotarian, because he's a real Rotarian anyway. And Michael was, say pardon?
Full-fledged.
He's he is fully fermented. I love that term. And Michael was his mentor, and David was his sponsor. And so, Bill, welcome. Would you please de-ribbon him? That's for the next person who's sponsored. Okay.
Barbara Barney.
I did this a couple months ago. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear that again.
We're done.
Barbara Fullerson, would you like to come up and
Fix the president's
my mistake? Mike? Who's that, Mike?
Good morning. I'm Barbara Vogelsang. So,
Only 6 months to go, and then you're ready to
So I am the Chief Nursing Officer and Chief Operating Officer at St. Louis Medical Center. I'm a nurse, and I didn't have the typical, or I don't have the typical nurse story that many people have. I didn't grow up wanting to be a nurse my whole life and all of those warm, fuzzy things. I was actually, I talk about my career over 30 years, I guess, is kind of being an accidental career. When I was a senior in high school, I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and when I was a senior in high school, I had a scholarship to go to the University of Kentucky to major in English and journalism. And the truth of the matter is I was kind of chicken to move away from home and have to do my own laundry. So about 6 weeks before school started, I told my parents that I didn't want to go. And I was nervous because I didn't know if they had money saved to pay for me to go to school because I had the scholarship. And so I told them, and my dad was a huge University of Kentucky basketball fan, and I think it was the most disappointed he was ever in me. Because he said, well, I guess there goes my ball tickets. So anyway, I didn't know what I was going to do, so I went to registration at the University of Louisville with my best friend, Kay Houston. And I just signed up for all the classes that she signed up for, so we could drive back and forth to school together. And 4 years later, I graduated with a degree in nursing. My mom said, well, that's a good second income. So anyway, fast forward, I was married to someone in the military for a while, and I lived in Germany, and came back spent a lot of time in the Southeast in North Carolina and Georgia. At one time when I was in, one of the times I was in North Carolina, I went to graduate school and the degree, a master's degree in nursing from Duke University. Yay! And I, you know, there's another accident there because I went to Duke because I couldn't get into the University of North Carolina. So
much for that boot,
true.
Gail.
So anyway, nursing has opened many doors for me along the way. I was a clinician at the bedside, obviously, for a number of years, and after I had my master's degree in nursing, I did a clinical nurse specialist track. So I did some teaching at the community colleges in Georgia and North Carolina, and did staff development jobs. And I ended up in Washington State and was working as a clinical specialist in critical care, and the director of the department said, you know, I think you do well in management. Another accident, because I said, there is no way that I will be in nursing management unless I had 10 starving kids and it was the last job on earth. Fast forward 17 years, and now I'm the chief nursing officer at the hospital. So it's been a wonderful career. Again, like I said, I've had many opportunities to do many things. I spent the last 8 years at the Kaiser Permanente Hospital in San Francisco, and have now found myself here in Sebastopol, California, at Sonoma West, where every day is fun. Our new slogan is that Sonoma West Medical Center is your community hospital. We have, like I said, fun there every day. Lots of challenges. I think my background, fortunately, has prepared me for almost everything that comes through the door there. My boss makes things nice. And then there's John. So anyway, again, I've had a wonderful career as a nurse. I guess I'll be doing that for a long time to come, and certainly proud to represent Sonoma West here at the Rotary.
Okay, this day in history, December 13th, 1860. That wasn't 1865, I didn't change the date. Thank goodness we're going to get rid of this guy in 6 months. Huh?
No way.
Where's Ken when you need him?
On this date, in 1765, I think it was, Dartmouth College was founded. It was the 9th major learning institute founded in the United States, and it's located in Hanover, New Hampshire, right on the, right across the Connecticut River. And when you walk into town, there are two signs there. One says, you know, Dartmouth College, Hanover, and the other one just below it says Rotary Club of Hanover, New Hampshire. When we were hiking the trail, that's where we crossed over and walked into, and felt very welcome there, anyway. Also, this day in 1972, this was the last time that man set foot on the moon. Anybody remember the names of the guys who did the last moonwalk? Everybody remembers Neil Armstrong, you know, one small step for man and all that. Eugene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt. And you can see their little footprints in the lunar dust there. So we have some Rotarian birthdays. Kurt Curtis on December 21st. Happy birthday.
There it is.
We're going to be doing some for the rest of the month because we're dark for the next 2 weeks.
Yay.
Also, Lou Hopper. That'll be $10 each. And we have some Rotarian partner birthdays. Steve Barney. Barbara, do you have any special plans for Steve?
Poor Steve.
Curtis, is Diana going to take you out or anything? Can you a good time? How about you, Louis? Any plans?
Yeah, I'm gonna get together with my friend Dave and my friend Bill at Pattis Grill in San Francisco. We've been going out for birthdays.
We've been going out for our birthdays now for 36 years.
Yeah.
So they get to know us once a year. We come in and terrorize.
Always at Patty?
Always Pattis, always get a booth, and we've had like 3 main waiters over the past 36 years. So we're always hoping that our
Yeah, their staff there has been there forever.
That's right.
So what do you get there?
Well, I know we always pick out salad. We have every course. And I vary. I have one friend who always gets fried shrimp, but we always vary. They're always good stuff. Seafood.
I was getting Hangtown fries, one of the only places in the world you can get it, so.
Yeah, well,
It's
actually,
weird,
Sam's Full Plate makes a good pan.
but- Really? Never had that. And Charlie, Christine Judson, her birthday on December 13th. I don't think Charlie's here today. Al, is Al here? Yes, Angela's birthday.
The wrong date, it's the 22nd.
Fire me at 6 months. Jeez. So, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, what we're going to do. Let's see, some friends invited us over to have dinner at their house.
And Rotarian anniversary, Bob Keyser. 12/12/12. How about that, huh? So, Bob's been with us for 5 years. What's your highlight for your time here in the last 5 years?
You know, I have roots to thank for this one. It's, the highlight is the Laguna High School graduation. Bring a box of tissues. It's, you know, you get to know these kids and it's
Well, you've been doing a great job with Student of the Month, and you and everybody else that's working on that. It's a great program. Thanks, Bob. Barbara Barney, 12/30 of 2000, but you also had years in another club. So
Yeah, Petaluma Valley.
17 plus. I didn't remember how many you had at Petaluma Valley. 10?
11.
What?
11.
11. Wow.
So what's
20
kind of,
years total.
yeah, so what's kind of fun is tomorrow at the Petaluma Club, they're doing a surprise honoring Paul Lunabus. And I don't know if you know Paul, but Paul is the person who said to me, have you ever heard of Rotary? So going down there and we're honoring Paul. So yeah, December 1989, I joined Petaluma Valley.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara. Okay, December 17th, we have a Christmas party at Marty Webb's coming up this weekend.
It's from 1 to 5, drop by anytime, have a drink. Not 12:30, Louis, 1 o'clock.
We will be dark for the next 2 meetings, so no meeting next week or the week after. Now, time for some talk about the Christmas.
Just real quick.
Get her mic, please.
Hi, everyone. This year, we just were given, we've been given so many beautiful things to give away this year. You just cannot believe what you're going to see. Natalie has been working with warehouses, and we're going to have the most beautiful German slippers, brand new in the package, and beautiful coats for little kids, like pea coats and leather coats, lamb lining. It's like so cool. We always think about coats for adults, but we're going to actually have coats for little kids. And we've got plenty of turkeys now. Jim Guam just got us lots of turkeys from the food bank, so we're good there. And oh my gosh, and Pam worked with Community Bikes, and we're going to have like 15 bicycles for little kids. We're going to have 2 to 3 bikes for teenagers, and we're going to have a few few bikes for adults. So, oh my gosh, and Michael's got toys for tots, and we've got our fireman toys. So we're gonna be filled to the brim. But if you do have a lovely coat that you wanna donate warm for an adult, that's great. But so far, oh, and then Gail's working with the hardware store for more coats. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh, and I can't even tell you all the other stuff. We have boxes and boxes of brand new stuff for people. So the only other thing I'll say is, if you haven't given your check yet for your turkeys, could you give it to Vicki before you leave and write turkeys on it? And if you want to bring pies to the event, let me know so we have a count for Michael. And what's that?
Tamales, we got enough tamale people?
And we do have all the filled spaces for tamales for both days. But I say, come if you want to help make tamales, because there will always be room for another person to make tamales, and it's a lot of fun. And then I have to say, Terry is probably going, sign up for volunteers. Let me know what you want to volunteer on if you're not comfortable clicking on the holiday flyer that I've sent out to everybody more than once. But if you click the bottom corner where it says volunteer, you can sign up to volunteer. What do we need? Some of the openings are the 2:30 to 4 o'clock serving spot, and we definitely would need a few people for cleanup. No one has signed up for the 4 to 6 o'clock spot for cleanup on the holiday day. So don't make it be me, Bill, and Charlie. Okay. Thank you very much.
We had talked about the possibility of getting a hold of Interact.
I put the word out. Put the word out yesterday.
For kids.
You're gonna contact me directly for cleanup, because it might be easier to break away from your family in the afternoon than most of the day.
So we're hoping that children will come from 4 to 5 to just help us clean up. So, and there was something else when you said that, but it's gone.
We'll be back.
We do have it listed again on the community bulletin board thing with 211 services for United Way. And I've been getting quite a number of phone calls about people asking about the time, and I think it's significantly more than we've gotten in the past. I'm assuming there are quite a few folks from the fire that a lot of them were looking for toys, and unfortunately they were looking at them delivered. Of course, everything is there if you show up on the day. So we encourage them all to come, because I know we're going to have a big crowd and lots of toys and stuff this year. But we don't do any delivery of toys. So.
And I'll say one more thing. We will, for the first year, we're going to have Mexican music, a strolling guitarist when people are in line. Thank you to Michael. So we have finally, made it so that it's white toast and tortillas. So yeah, so we're trying to make everybody happy.
Other announcements.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Oh, I have so much to share and so little time to do it. I am a former ambassadorial scholar, and I am involved in a project called RVs Without Borders. I was involved in the 2015 Valley Fire release. Sonoma County contacted us and asked if we would help with emergency housing here because we need more housing units. How many people in this room can afford a 20% increase in their housing costs? Raise your hand. Not me. How many people do you know that can afford that? Well, the truth is, it's already happened. So we need to get more housing units out there. I have an RV guide that tells people how they can do that, how to be a good neighbor, how to hook up utilities and get their permit with the county. I've been working with all the incorporated cities here in Sonoma County, as well as Mendocino, Napa, and now Ventura. It takes a tremendous amount of effort and dedication to do what I do, and I really do need some support to help make this become a more successful program. I have applied to the Obama Foundation. I'm optimistic about this, but it will take time. I need feet on the ground, people that are part of this community that would like to help educate that other homeowners are the next responders in hosting not only somebody who was displaced by the fire, but those that are in the construction and recovery phase of this. There's going to be thousands of visitors coming in using our housing stock, far beyond the number of people that lost their home. So if you would like to have a purpose that is very fulfilling, that you know is going to make an impact on your community, I'd love to talk to you more about it. Would be happy to present if you wish at another meeting, since clearly I have a lot to share. I have a few flyers in the back, not none, but feel free to take a picture of it, take my card, and we'll see how this journey unfolds.
Your email address is, could you describe that? Could you describe your email address to us and what that significance of that is?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
You have a website? I'm sorry, you have a website? Tipsfromsurvivors.org, is that yours?
Yes, it is. I have cards here in the back. And I actually have two cards. This is the public version with the website. I have another one with email and phone. So tipsfromsurvivors.org and RVsWithoutBorders.org.
Well done.
Sorry, I don't want to take more time. I want to be very respectful of everybody, but thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Somebody else had that.
Oh, you had a really great idea.
Citizen Scott?
Thank you, President Bill. Hi, guys. Hey, we had a big party at my house a couple weeks ago, and a tragedy happened. Somebody left their pea coat, and it doesn't fit me. So,
You can bring it to the person.
is that okay? All right. You see, I was about to say I know where it's going on Christmas, but
Yeah.
excellent. Okay, very good. That was it.
Okay. David?
Those of you who remember a former exchange student, maybe what, Vicki, 5-6 years ago, maybe a little bit more, Petter, who came from Sweden, if you were especially connected with him, he's going to be here in the area from the 20th of this month to the 23rd, so if you'd like him to be in touch, let me know.
Last call, year end, make your donation to Rotary Foundation. Just make your check to the Rotary Foundation. You'll get your tax credit come April.
Just wanted to thank again those members that bought the hats last week. We made a contribution to the JC Foundation in the name of Latino education and helping out those students, and generated over $625 for that effort.
All right.
Well done, guys.
By the way, Annalise, the girl that started that, she was at our vocational fair, not last year, but the year before, and went through the interview process, a mock job interview process. So she was a very impressive young lady.
Well, she took that and she has a thriving cheesecake business.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Okay.
We're very lucky for our